difference.
Hi Ross, welcome to 60 Seconds with Sal. You're Ross Farquhar, you're the owner-operator of the Caxton Hotel.
That's right.
Peachtree Terrace. Where were you born, Ross?
In Brisbane.
In Brisbane?
Yeah.
How long have you been in the hospitality industry for?
Well, I was born at the Bonnie View Hotel out of Bald Hills, so I guess all my life, most people would say, yeah, all my life.
So that would be your first job then, I'd say.
Yeah, that was my first job. Bowl shop attendant at the Bonnie View, and I was the cheap butt picker up around in the gardens.
And who's been the best boss you've ever worked for?
I'd have to say my dad, without a doubt. Without a doubt, he sort of instilled a lot of the right values and set the pillars. Along with my mum, you know, we've always enjoyed being in hospitality all our lives.
What's the best advice he's ever given you?
Just enjoy what you're doing. You know, enjoy it. If you're having a good time, then the customers are generally having a good time.
And when you walk into a pub, what's the first thing you look for?
I usually look at the bar just to see how clean it is and see what the people behind it are doing. And you know, as I said, if they look happy, then I'm a good chance of having a good time there myself.
And why do you think you've been so successful here at the Caxton Hotel?
Well, I think we were lucky to get it, you know, to come into a pub like the Caxton. But I think the experience that my brother Steve and I have in the industry, it's just, you know, it's sort of something you just keep doing. It's what we do. That's, you know, we've just had the experience, and we know, well, we think we know how to run a pub anyway.
What you do and what you love.
Yeah, that's right.
And 3 publicans you most admire.
There's a lot. I think I do admire Richard Deary. I think he certainly puts the fun into the hotel business. I've got a friend of mine, a guy called Sean Driscoll, has a couple of country pubs, not too far out of Brisbane, and he works hard, long hours, and he's more in the retail side. And I guess the Maguire family, they've certainly shown everyone in Queensland, you know, how to grow and develop and run family-owned and operated hotels.
And what's one achievement you're most proud of?
I think longevity. I think just being here. Like sometimes the hardest thing, you know, is turning up to work. You just don't, and just turning up every day. We always say there's generally a Farquhar on deck, and there generally is one of us here.
I have heard that about here actually. Yeah. That's fantastic. Do you have a most embarrassing or memorable moment?
I've probably got a few. Probably one of the most embarrassing was we had an international footballer. Tim Horan was here one day, and there was a whole lot of girls, you know, hanging around. He was with a few of the Wallaby teammates, and I said, look, I went up to one girl and I said, Tim's a reasonably good friend of mine. I said, would you like to meet him? And she said, no, I'm actually married to him. So I walked away and took my foot out of my mouth.
I like that. Who are 2 people, living or dead, you'd like to have dinner with?
That's a good question. As I said, I guess in terms of what I said about my mentor, I'd love to have another meal with my dad, but he passed away 25 years ago. And I always enjoy having a meal with my brother. He's got some interesting ideas, and we always have a good chat.
And what's the best idea you've ever had to bring customers into your pub?
I don't know. I've often said that there's really in this business, there's not too many things as an original idea. You know, so many variations and adapted. I think one of the most successful marketing things we've done has been our calendar. We put a fun calendar out every year. It's not inexpensive, but we get it sponsored, or made mostly sponsored, and just have a bit of fun with it. And a lot of people have it up in their offices.
Great. And what has been the best staff incentive you've come across?
I think I'm not a big fan of staff incentives from the industry point of view, like liquor companies coming in, because I think if I come into a bar, I know what I want. I don't need to be told what I want from it. I think just again, it's have a bit of fun, enjoy what you're doing, and you can generally tell. You can generally tell the feel of the place, you know, when you come in, if people are enjoying it. And I think just to encourage people to enjoy what they're doing and have a bit of fun at work.
That's great. Thanks, Ross. Thanks for spending 60 seconds with Sal.